Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use the Algonquin College test/quiz generator for Brightspace. So it's a really good tool to use in an alternative to Respondus since we're still waiting on the licensing for that. To start, before you even use this tool, if you are going to use it, you need to format your Word documents to be slightly different than what you're used to if you have used Respondus in the past. You'll see that this is a quiz that was actually created and formatted correctly to be imported into this tool. You'll notice that these are all multiple choice questions, which is what you'll be dealing with in most cases, but all you'll have to do is put an asterisk in front of each one of the answers to each one of these multiple choice questions. Now, once you have this formatted, all you'll have to do is copy the selected number of quiz questions that you want to place into this generator. So for our example, I'm just going to do 6 of these. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go back to the quiz generator. I'm going to name it. Let's say quiz 1. You can, if you are going to do different types of multiple choice, multiple answer, different types of questions, you can choose which ones you want as you put them in. For our purposes, I'm just going to do multiple choice. After I paste these in, I'm just going to either hit Control-C or Control-V or right-click and paste them in, just like I would. Once I have my questions in my question box, I'm going to hit this Generate Test Questions here at the bottom. When I click on that, it's going to check all the individual questions to make sure all of them are correct. If any of them are formatted incorrectly, you'll actually see them in red. So you'll be able to actually highlight and change text directly from here if any of them are generated incorrectly. Once all of your questions are correct, and you'll see that these are all correct because they're green, this button appears where it says Download Test Questions for Brightspace. Once they're all correct, once you're happy with what it looks like, you're going to click and download this to your computer. You'll see that this saved as a CSV file, which is simply just an Excel file that we can then go ahead and use. Now, once I'm ready, this is the file I need to now go to D2L and place into my quiz. So I'm going to navigate to D2L. I'm going to choose which course I want to place this in. And for our purposes, I'm just going to go to one of my development shells. I'm going to navigate to my quiz area, and I have a couple of different options once this loads. I can go to the More Actions. What you want to do is create a new quiz right here on the left-hand side, just like you would any other quiz in D2L. I'm going to name it. I'm just going to name it Quiz 1. And I'm going to scroll down in this area where it says Quiz Questions. I'm going to add or edit questions just like I would in any other test. But instead of manually creating them, since we already created them with this export, I'm going to go to this import option and I'm going to upload a file. From here, I can either drag and drop this file to the spot or I can browse my computer. Once I attach that to this area, it's going to upload, read my file. I can then review it if I want to. And when I'm ready, I'm going to hit Import All, and it's going to import all of my questions in automatically for me. So instead of excuse me, manually adding each one of these quiz questions in, I'm just importing them in to my test that either previously exists or that I'm creating. When I go back to my settings for the quiz, you'll see that all of my questions still remain, and I can go back in and set my restrictions, assessments, or any of the other settings. Okay, so that's a quick, easy way to use this Algonquin test generator tool. Really nice tool, good to use in alternative to Respondus since it's having some issues right now. Okay, thanks.